How's it going, everybody? We've got a lot to talk about now that it's officially here. Season 8, which is technically like what, season 22 or something. Season 8 of free to play is officially out, and with it comes new tournament rewards, new rocket pass, new maps, actually 2 maps. One's just for hoops and one's for regular, and some concerns as well. A lot of conversations of, will the new car, the Civic, be a RLCS staple? Will people use it competitive? Or is it going to fall shy just like the Dingo, which many people don't remember? We've got some comparisons, and we're going to break this video down in a few different ways. Number one, we're going to look at the official posts. We're going to look at the announcements, the details of it, all that kind of stuff. We're then going to take a look at the patch notes. The patch notes actually have a lot of things that people haven't recognized. Some updates to like the in-game speech for people like myself who want to use the in-game chat but still want to talk to people while I stream. Twitch.tv/LAWL. Come hang out with us. I have the ability to toggle mute now. There's a couple things in there that are really nice. Certain maps being taken out of the ranked rotation, which I'm also very happy about. So we'll go through those. After that, we're actually going to jump in game. We'll take a look at the rewards. We'll take a look at the map. There's some major concerns about the map, specifically for setting up air dribbles and plays off the wall, which I think is only a training issue. I don't think it's that glaring of an issue like actually in game because of the color stuff. So we'll talk about that. And then we've got some comparisons between the Octane, Hitbox, the Fenix, Civic, all that kind of stuff. So we got a lot to take a look at. Let's jump into it and take a peek at the early posts. We're going to crush through these really quick just so we can actually get in game and take a look at the stuff that people actually want to see, like the new boosts and all that kind of whatnot. But if you guys go to the Rocket League website, yes, they do have one. It states a couple things. Number one, the official time for the event, September 7th to December 3rd. 3 months. 3 months is going to be the new timetable and has been pretty consistently, which means we're going to get a new season right around Christmas time. That'll be pretty cool. Pretty cool. New season. Here's what the theme's going to be. Either way, season 8 is obviously the Street Sovereign Heights theme. We'll take a look at the map and find some Easter eggs and stuff as well. But it talks about all the different things and all the things that go in it. A bunch of different items and stuff. The cool thing is if you go to this website and you click on these links, it'll pop up different posts. So if you are very curious about these, the biggest one on the Rocket Pass for a lot of people is being able to see the specifics of the tiers. We will look at these in game later. I'm not going to bore you with looking at all of these and all the different things. Pretty good for like thumbnail stuff. You can like download these as like a transparent image and do some stuff with them. But overall, I will show you the different rewards and everything that comes with it when we get in game. Other than that, the competitive rewards and stuff, and showing that, the tournament rewards as well, because there's some tournament rewards that I hear are pretty nice. And then all the challenges, the Rocket Pass, all that kind of stuff is pretty straightforward. The big focus is the Civic. There is the standard Civic, and then there is also the Type R. The Type R has what they are referring to as Edge Light, which is underglow. It is only on that vehicle for now. We'll see if that changes in the future. Some people are saying it's a little bit more subtle and it's not too glaring, but I'm curious if you can turn that off or not. It just depends on how glaring it is and how distracting it is. If we take a look at the actual patch notes, this is kind of what I'm diving in on and what I want to see. This is going to have a little bit more details. So specifically, the new arena is Sovereign Heights, which is available in private and free play. And based on community feedback, we equipped this new arena with grass turf field, which I enjoy as well. Glad to hear that they are trying to hear from the community feedback. But the grass turf field, kind of like DFH and stuff, has been chef's kiss. It looks really nice. A lot of people are saying this is arguably one of the best maps they've put out since probably, I would say, Forbidden Temple. So big fan of this map. Changes overall, like I said, changes to voice chat, which is toggle mute. A lot of people saying like, hey, if I'm streaming, I have to open communicate with people and I don't have the ability to like sit and talk to my like community without making it weird for the guy that I'm playing with. And that also provides a lot of unwanted pressure and everything else. So having a toggle mute button is great, where it just kills comms rather than push to talk. Kind of the inverse of push to talk. Push to talk, you had to like hold it for like 2 seconds before it activated. It was a pain in the butt. And it's just one more button that you've got to press and hold. It just didn't work. So toggle mute is gonna be great. I already have toggle mute with my Discord. I'm just gonna make those the same button. Makes it easy. So adding that as a feature is really cool. Clubs removed match of the day and news sections for club pages. We opted to remove these features for clubs due to moderation concerns. Didn't know that was an issue, but it could also be that some people were saying some very sussy baka stuff in the club's moderation page when they're building stuff, and that's just stuff that they don't want to put in their E for Everyone game. Fair enough. They also added banner to the 21-22 World Championships. You've seen pretty much everybody on BDS tweet it out. We'll go to extra because the boy doesn't get enough love. But they did end up putting in Mark by 8. Monkey Moon did put out a tweet saying, hey, even though we don't get along, very appreciative of the help and stuff, but Mark by 8's in there. They have space. I'm curious if they're ever going to update these and add coaches in the future. Up for bug fixes then. Next, placement bug with a party icon, adjusted appearance of several decals on the Nissan Z, custom training packs with no longer corrupt pack progress. That's cool. People being able to join voice channels. I've been having that bug like crazy, so I'm glad to see that's fixed. Player names will now display properly in private when spectating. Also good with tournaments trying to be ramp. Hot Wheels 4 Drive. Messin Arse is happy because I think he's the only person who uses that car. Multiple paint finishes to appear darker. PS5 bug. Plane corrector. Apex wheels being equipable on the 240i. UI fixes. All right. So that's pretty much the big ones. Let's actually jump in game and take a peek at what's going on. So season 8 opens up with the new menu. Of course, I personally don't have any sounds or any audio on, so I don't know if the opening song is any different, but not something I do. Obviously, we've got all of our rewards, the titles, and the boosts. Apparently, I was watching stuff and have earned rewards for something. Don't know where I'm getting these from, but cool. Let's do the boosts. So that's Grand Champ. Reminds me of a red vine. It's very like lava-y or like weird alien creature trying to kill me. Reminds me of like Transformers. So the boosts do have a icon on them for the rank. So the circles are there. I can stop signs. And the boost is then when it displays like the icon changes. See, the issue I have with these is there's no like, look at the stuff that's like here, like this. These little things that go around don't change any difference than color from boost to boost. Why is the bronze animations and stuff the equivalency to the Grand Champs or SSLs or whatever, right? Like, I wish that they would show gradual like leveling up. Again, they don't want people to feel left out, but I also want to feel accomplishment other than a different boost that's recolored, you know? So there's no like differences in those. That's the issue that I have with them. I don't need to show you guys the title. You guys have seen titles before, so pretty straightforward. Let's take a look at the map. There's definitely some concerns with the new map as well from people that I've been hearing. In Sovereign Heights, there's been some concern about when you take it up the sidewall, the color on the side. I saw Waiton talking about this, but when you go for like an air dribble for like a setup, that like this is kind of glaring and in the way, but it seems like it's only an issue in like free play, which doesn't seem to be the case anymore. Because when it was like a neutral color and it was white, it was very, very glaring that you could not see. So that seems to not be as big of a problem. It was once, but I don't really notice it now. So I think it's fine. But other than that, the map, I think, is going to become a staple. I think it looks clean. It's not glaring. The outside, while it does look nice with the sunset, it's not blinding and it's not obnoxious like the Starbase Arc one, which they have moved. Rank rotation, they have gotten rid of Starbase Arc in ranked and they brought in Forbidden Temple. But I love the look of this. Let's actually do a deep dive and go into an exhibition match and see what the heck's going on with the actual like map. See if we can find any Easter eggs, all that kind of stuff. See what we got. If you guys ever want to do this, go to spectate, hit your top button once, and you're good to go. So let's take a peek. So the cool thing about the Cyanide building I saw is if this is all one building, it's not. It's detached. This one has a plat rank on it, and apparently their parking building is for plats. So confirmed that Cyanide bots are just as bad as plat players. Confirmed that plats are bots. Yeah. Is that what we're going with? So usually it's better to go to the edge of the map first. So this is the kind of stuff that they have to do with Unreal Engine 3. So like these aren't fully made, right? Like there's buildings that are just positioned. And the reason they do this is to fake the concept of 3D. I don't know how far out I can fly here. But like they have egg people here. And I don't know if it's just because they can see that or what it may be. But there's like a bunch of eggs back here. Or circles, and I don't know if that's just for like visual effect, but like you can go pretty far. I am nowhere near the map anymore. Like I am so far away and I can keep going. I think a better idea, chat, would have been to reach out to some of the developers and be like, all right, be honest with me, do I need to go this far out? Like, I'm gonna put this out there, chat. There is nothing back here. I'm gonna put that out there. No Easter eggs back here. So if we go back to spectate, we flew way the heck over there, and it's just to provide depth and distance. We're going to stick inside Sovereign. To my knowledge, the crane has a MOA or something like that. They put one in every single map. Did this one? Yeah, there it is. There's a graffiti sign somewhere that has a bunch of developers on it. Poor guy's not locked out of his apartment. Mott's Gym. I think Mott's one of the devs. Hey, Bob's Ramen. Mata's one of the devs. Job hurt. 5 head will work for you. Nice. What's this? Nice. Cracker Factory. What? Interesting. Oh, we got some signs. Okay. Beckwith 9th line. Rotation City. Aquadome. That's actually some lore based upon like location of, are we actually in a true universe? Is there actually something going on? So I'm just saying, if I go east, which we don't know which way east is, I would assume this way. If we just keep going this way for however many 2,700 miles is, maybe we'll find Aquadome. How sick would it be that if you like actually took the time to fly out that far, that they had like a tiny Aquadome? That'd actually be so cool. Maybe when I'm really bored one day. I mean, they have in Aquadome, they have Gideon or whatever it's called. Whatever the ship map was from SARPC. That actually a working clock? That's crazy. I don't think it's correct to the actual time, but it's still pretty cool. It looks like an egg on a piece of bacon. It's an egg with floaties on a piece of bacon. And the difficulty is its head is open. If that's east, the sun's in the north, then this map is in the southern hemisphere. Sovereign Crew Graffiti. These are all devs. Dig Dog's an OG. Centered Park. Okay. Anything else, chat, that you guys know of? Anything else you can find? That's one of the images that was in the thing. Oh yeah, there's that fruit stand I saw. This is a reference to a reality TV show called The Circle. That's actually kind of crazy. So I don't know if this building is by their headquarters downtown, but there's like some Netflix show called The Circle. It's some like reality TV show where you have to like stay inside and like can't talk to people. It's like a social media game. But maybe this building is near their building downtown in San Diego. I have a friend who is on that show. I can ask her where they recorded the show. And you said there was a pizza shop? Pizza shop with a funny sign. Is it over here? Oh, there it is. Lozano's Pizzeria. Nice. Oh yeah, there's this sign, Lozano's. Pineapple on pizza is a crime, so is ball chasing. Nice. I personally am not a big pineapple on pizza person, but again, sweet and savory is like a staple of like food. So produce. This is broccoli. Connor's Divine Oranges. Connor Devon is the community manager. Shout out to Conan, or Devon, I should say. Devon Connor. It's Devon Connors, but Sweeney Apples, not Tim Sweeney. There's a different Sweeney. I forget his name. They talked about it. Monty is one of the like the video producer people, and then Steph is their HR PR person. That's pretty cool. Heck removal services. God trash. Give it heck. Okay. Interesting choice. I think that's mostly everything. Yeah, chat. Anything else? I don't know what's on. I don't know what's going on behind this though. Anything else nearby that we haven't seen, chat? Same ads for all the benches and stuff. Nobody's smooching under the benches or in love like we saw in Farmstead. Seems pretty straightforward. All right, last but not least, we got tournament rewards. We'll start with the doo-doo ones, and we'll get into the good ones. Got a little dino. Striker response team. Nice. Kettlebell. Actually looks pretty nice. Those are color schemed well. Hibachi, okay. Dishy. Bladion. These look similar to something. I can't think of what. Oxalate. Offer. Fancy Oxalate. With a boost. I expect someone from South America to rock that in tournament. I think this with colors could be really good. I'd be curious what Sunsetter looks like. I would not be surprised if a couple pros use this. Actually kind of a cool decal. This reminds me too much of that the comic Neo Tokyo. I like the art style, but not for wheels. Why do these remind me of something? And I forget what. All right, what's Starliner? This also reminds me of another decal. There's an animated decal that does this. They just added the like stars and stuff to it. And then the goal explosion. Stormwatch, that's it. Thank you. They've been using this style for a lot of things now, where like everything starts all fancy and then it goes in. This one's a little bit different because they appear on it and then it disappears. But maybe colored could be cool. But I think the best thing in all of this is probably the Sunsetter decal, in my opinion. Yeah, tournament rewards, probably nothing too crazy. For those that play in tournaments, once you end up playing in like high level tournaments, it unlocks the different cups. I think you have to get at least champ to get to that final point. And then last but not least, the different hitboxes with the rocket pass. So with the rocket pass in itself, this is the Civic Type R. It all the way upgraded, has like colors to it, right? So the RLE, it seems pretty subtle. Also, the way they decided to do the like painted version is very interesting. What they choose to paint. I mean, it doesn't look bad, but Octane hitbox. Let's take a look at some of the other items. So this is the new goal explosion. Some of the inverted wheels. That's the francophone ones. Interesting decal. Title. Also reminds me of Stormwatch a little bit. It's like a spooky Stormwatch. Kingtress is just the parallax, but simpler. People spamming that in game is gonna get annoying. Dumpster fire banner. Probably gonna wear that. I wish they for like this. I hope for this season they do avatar borders for the rewards. I think that'd be really cool. It's something they haven't done in a while. Crown Town paint finish. Maybe someone can do something cool with that. I know some people really like these wheels and have been using them. Not bad. One-way paint finish. Interesting. This is the subtle version of the other one that says 12 o'clock. An ombre paint finish looks actually kind of nice. Simple, but nothing crazy. This is the RLE body. Got the carbon fiber hood. I actually like this decal. This to me is like, hey, RL Esports decals, take note on how to use a color scheme. Yo, that's kind of trippy. That's really trippy. A Takumi skin. Gosh, it's been a while. Might see some pros use this. If you could get these painted, you might see some pros use these. A lot of paint finishes. I do like that decal though. Apparently this reacts to things. Yeah, another paint finish. Holy. They went hard with paint finishes. This is animated. Like the quality of it, like the way that it looks is actually pretty dang solid. But it's too loud and the noises is not going to do it. Like I like the way it looks. Like the smoke looks sick, but it's a little too much. How do you guys like your cheeseburgers? Let me know in the comments. Last but not least is the actual image. These are the different hitboxes that we have for the vehicles. We were trying to figure out if the Civic is going to be used in competitive. So right now, pros really enjoy the Octane and the Fennec. And I think it's because it is a little bit taller. And I think that's part of the issue with the Civic is it's a little bit too low. And I'm curious if that'll change with the actual, like, with the ZLE or whatever it is. And hopefully it's a little bit taller. I think that's part of the issue is it feels kind of smushed. I do know scaling wise that it legitimately feels like a toy RC car. Also, the boot comes out pretty far, but that is also in comparison to the Octane or to the Fennec. So the Octane is loved because it does fit dimensions wise perfectly because it is the original game. It is the car. So trying to find something that fits that dimensionally, like dimension wise, is really tough. But I do see some comparisons between these two. The fact that this is square like the Dominus compared to the more rounded approach. These are pretty comparable. Sides pretty comparable, but the back is a little bit, and this one's definitely shorter. So if they could find a way to scale this up a little bit, the difficulty is that it already hangs and they had to scale it down to make sure it fit. But if they're trying to fit the Octane hitbox, if you scale this up a little bit, make it a little bit longer, I feel like it would feel better, but it's difficult, unfortunately. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be used in RLCS. I have some concerns with it. So I think people, from what they've says it feels pretty solid, but overall, I don't know if I had to guess personally, I don't think it will. I don't think it's going to stick around. So I am interested to see on how things play out and what they turn into. But that is your all expense, all inclusive, all access pass to season 8. There's a whole lot to look at, but I think the biggest takeaway I take out of all this is that I do like the map. Sovereign Heights looks pretty sick. But outside of that, I don't know. Not really for me. Not really for me. Not a whole lot going on. I do like the aesthetic. I like the contrast, like I've said numerous times, from the bougie red carpet now to the streets. But I will say, hopefully we see Sovereign Heights as like an immediate introduction into the competitive scene, assuming that everybody likes it. So I'm sure they'll test it for the next few weeks and stuff and make sure everything's okay. And then if the players like receive well to it and it has good reception, they'll end up putting it into the ranked rotation, hopefully, as well as RLCS, because I do like it. I think it's a good map. But that's going to do it for Season 8 recap. If you guys have any additional questions, comments, concerns, maybe any Easter eggs that I missed, anything like that, let me know in the comments down below. And links to everything I'm talking about in the comments as well. So if you guys need to find something or want to do a little bit of your own homework, it's in there. But that's going to do it for today's video. Appreciate you guys taking the time to look and react to all that kind of stuff. And we'll see you in the next one. Peace.